This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
And we're back.
Reminds you of summer.
No bitterness.
It's a very good beach beer.
Take on the world, one beer at a time. What is going on? And welcome to Take on the World Beer Review with
Johnny.
and Mike D. It's been a while since we did a beer review.
Been a while.
And I've actually had this beer for quite some time. And I've been holding on to it for us. This is
So thoughtful.
Hokkaido Brewery.
Hokkaido.
The story on this is I went with Deb down to Philadelphia. We went to Taste Philly, and there were a bunch of different chefs, celebrity chefs, and beer, whiskey, and wine, and all kinds of stuff down there. We got to try a lot of stuff, and I walked up to this table, and I tried all 4 beers that he had that were imported to the United States from Japan. And I was going to buy a 4-pack, one of each. He was going to split up and give me one of each. I was going to buy it, but they only took Venmo and Apple Pay. I'm like, dude, I don't have either one of them. So the guy was nice enough to give me this one to bring home, with the caveat that we eventually try it on the podcast.
Oh, that was the caveat?
Yeah. So,
Be a listener.
the top of this is interesting.
An old-fashioned pull tab.
'Cause it's a pull tab, but it's a pop top. It's weird. So, why don't you tell us a little something about this beer there, Johnny?
Yeah. So, this is Hokkaido? How'd you pronounce it?
Hokkaido.
Hokkaido. Brewing Company. It's Otaru Ale Ale. Nutty aroma and taste with a wet wood, slightly smoky flavor profile. An excellent balance of sweet and dry.
Show more.
Show more.
I'm going to take another picture of this,
Is there more there?
of the pop top, just because that is the most interesting top I've seen. What? I'll have 2 pictures of it. So, but, hey,
Is there more info there?
there's nothing in it. There's no more. I pressed the show more.
Huh.
It's a Pilsner. It has the hops that they have in it with the Challenger and Kent Bowling. Wow. Popped up. Did it? Oh. For those of you who think I just poured that beer wrong, you are wrong. We are right. John, you want to tell them why?
You can explain it better than me.
When you pour it like this, it releases the gases. You get a lot of bubbly, a lot of head, but it releases the gases so it doesn't blow up in your stomach.
Yeah, you like that? I told you that, huh?
I had actually heard that.
Oh, I can smell that from here.
Not bad. So I'm going to put that bottle right there.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
It does, actually.
Hey, some beers, like the one that I was telling you that, it could, like pour like that much in there, the thing would be overflowing. It would take like 10 minutes for the head to come down.
And what that video showed us is all that gas blows up in your belly, makes you feel full.
Yeah.
I'm Chris,
And I'm Mel.
and together we host the podcast
Spoil My Movie. We were watching movies anyway,
And we were having in-depth conversations about those movies too.
So, we decided to share our thoughts with the world.
You can expect me to gripe about inaccurate details like supposedly cold weather, but you can't see anyone's breath.
And you can expect me to be totally adorable, but also psychologically deep.
And by the end of each episode, we'll provide our respective ratings.
Using a rating scale custom tailored to the movie in question.
Check us out wherever you get your podcasts.
We're everywhere. We're actually behind you right now.
Hello everyone, my name is Brad.
And I'm Denise. We are the hosts of World's True Crime Podcast. Every Monday, we release an episode researched by me about the most heinous criminals throughout history from across the globe.
And then every Thursday, we will release an episode from me about disappearances, UFOs, the unexplained, and strange history. To lighten up the episode, we take part in movie trivia at the time of the incidents.
You can find us everywhere you listen to podcasts and find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
We also can be found at worldstruecrime.com. So just remember everybody, the world's not always as it seems.
No, it's not.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
So, without further ado,
Oh, it smells great. Almost smells like a cider.
it smells like
It smells like a
I get a memory from this when I smell it.
what's that grape flavored champagne for like kids?
The sparkling wine.
Yeah, so it smells like a sparkling wine.
So I worked in a brewery, and this smells like walking through the brewery doing my check. I get the light smoky. I get nutty.
Yeah. Get a woody.
Wet wood.
Not that I ever shoved a piece of wet wood in my mouth. I just walked into that one. Well,
It's not bad.
not bad. You don't like it?
It's okay.
Pour it in here.
I didn't say I was going to dump it out. This is not a dump out.
This is fantastic.
I think that the dark that they had, I enjoyed better.
Although, as we know, the further along you go, the longer it sits out, whatever, it changes profile. You get that? I don't like it.
I just got a bitterness that I didn't care for. On first taste, I enjoy it, but there's a bitterness that I'm not caring for, and maybe it's because it's been sitting in there for a few months. Because I tried this one down there, and I liked all four of them. I think I liked dark better, but he had the extra pale ale, so he just gave me this. It's just a lingering bitterness on the back end. So what's your rating on it?
Yeah, right. There is lingering.
I'm going to give it a 3 on tap.
What's the highest you can go?
5.
I agree. What I'm talking about anyways.
What's how much you like it? It's not for other people, it's for you.
How much I like it out of 5? Uh, 2.5.
Really?
The first taste was better, but then it kind of like tapered off. And was like a little more bitter, like you said.
There was a bitterness that I did not care for,
I'll probably rate my beers on like dozens of them that I would drink in one night.
So I'm going to give it a 3. Kind of right. So just above average.
I can go with a 3.
So what we decide we pronounce it as?
Hokkaido?
Hokkaido Otaru Ale. So we took on that. Now you go take on the world, one beer at a time.
This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
And we're back.
Reminds you of summer.
No bitterness.
It's a very good beach beer.
Take on the world, one beer at a time.